All right, this is Ben Carson. I have two clips of Ben Carson at the RNC. Ben Carson is the everybody knows who Ben Carson is at this point. The neurosurgeon, the former candidate for president who lost twice, or was this his first time? He didn't run in 2012. But anyway, here's a clip of Ben Carson. Take a listen in.
This is a nation where our founding document, the Declaration of Independence, talks about certain inalienable rights that come from our Creator. This is a nation where our Pledge of Allegiance says we are one nation under God. This is a nation. This is a nation where every coin in our pocket and every bill in our wallet says, in God we trust.
Yeah.
So are we willing to elect someone as president who has as their role model somebody who acknowledges Lucifer? Think about that.
No, I don't want to think about that because that's the most ridiculous thing. All right, so he's referencing Hillary Clinton's admiration for Saul Alinsky, who wrote the book Rules for Radicals. And in the preface of the book Rules for Radicals, I forgot exactly how it's phrased, but Saul Alinsky does allude to Lucifer. So Ben Carson, probably one of his best speeches that I've ever heard him give in terms of just the horse race and the sporting event of politics. He delivered it well, all those good things. But the shit he was saying was rather ridiculous, right? It was ridiculous from the beginning because he was talking about, he was applying the concept of reason and logic and trying to imbue it on top of an audience that is antithetical to reason and logic. You cannot get in front of an audience that completely dismisses all of the evidence in any scenario, right? Like any of our political issues and our policy issues, from climate change to a woman's right to choose and the implications of how damaging it would be if we rolled back Roe versus Wade, and all of the data that they dismiss every single day. You are not permitted, Ben Carson, to use Republican, GOP, or conservative and logic and reason in the same sentence. You're not with the platform that you guys came out with, not with the idiocy that shows up there. I'm not saying that all conservatives are illogical. I'm saying all the conservatives supporting Donald Trump. Okay, so I can't categorically say it. All right, I'll take it back. But the point is, the platform, the positions, the policies, everything they stand for is completely illogical and antithetical to reason. That's number one. Number two, the issue of Lucifer. First of all, it's illogical to draw that because Hillary Clinton read Rules for Radicals that she she recognizes Lucifer. Okay, first of all, even if she did, who the hell cares? That's number one. Number two, you can't draw that conclusion. Therefore, your entire premise of logic and reason, because you are a neurosurgeon, therefore you must be smart, goes out the window because of this invalid conclusion. That's number two. But then three, it's, I don't even know with this dude, man. So I'll say this. What he was saying was so dumb to me that as a Christian, I was so happy to be on the outside of his little club of evangelical, whatever you want to call it. You could put your own adjective there today. I don't have the adjective. Here's the second clip.
The secular progressive agenda is antithetical to the principles of the founding of this nation. And if we continue to allow them to take God out of our lives, God will remove himself from us. We will not be blessed, and our nation will go down the tubes. And we will be responsible for that. We don't want that to happen. Now, Donald Trump.
No, okay, hush. Okay, so many problems with everything about that. But first of all, thank you, Ben Carson, for segregating me from that audience. Because, you meant it as a pejorative, but I actually, and I think everybody listening to my show probably would wear it as a badge of honor. Damn right, we're secular progressives. And I'm saying that proudly as a Christian. I'm a secular progressive that doesn't want anything to do with the idiocy of the evangelical right, the conservative Christian movement here in the United States at all. At all. I just can't. So thank you, first of all. I've never been so proud to be called a secular progressive. I think I'm going to change the name of my show to the Secular Progressive Show. That's number one. Number two, you know, there's no way we can take God out of your life, right? Do I really have to argue the points of his ridiculous, statement? But I guess I want to argue this one. Nobody can take a religion away from you, right? But you can easily say that to scare a bunch of old white people who do cling, like Obama said, to their guns and their Bibles, and they're afraid and they're terrified that the world changing around them means that somebody's coming to take something from them. You are just as free to do and live and talk and speak the way that you want to within reason, as so long as it doesn't harm somebody else. You know the rules of the game. Nobody's taking your religion. Nobody's taking your God away from you. Your God is just fine the way you want him, exactly where you want him. But saying sentences like that doesn't elicit applause in an audience like that. And so it's completely besides the point. It's a moot point. And I'm preaching to the choir.